Hi guys! Today I'm going to be showing you how to do song translations. A big rule that I always follow when it comes to singing is never ever ever sing anything you don't understand. So that means whether you're singing in a foreign language or even in English, if you don't understand every single word you're singing, you have no business singing it. But the good news is there is a very good way to translate songs. The song we will be looking at is Volksliechen by Schumann. Volksliechen roughly translates to folk song. So the first thing we do to lay out our paper is write the title of the poem and the author of the text. In this case, the title is Volksliechen, and the author of the poem is Friedrich Rückert. It's very important that you write the author of the poem and not the composer of the piece, because different composers may take the same text and set it to different music, but the text will remain the same, and it's always good to just have that translation to look back on. And then our first bit of translation for today will be translating the title into English, which I already told you means folk song. So the next thing we're going to do is number each line from 1 through 4, separating each group of 4 by a 0. So just number all the way down the page until you can't fit any more groups of 4. And you can do this for as many pages as you anticipate needing. Line 1 is reserved for IPA, which we're not discussing in this video. So, beginning on line 2, we can start actually writing our text. When you copy down your text, make sure it's exactly the way it's written in your score. This includes capitalization, punctuation, letters, like if it has an umlaut above it or an accent, for example. That can make a big difference when you're translating. For example, in Spanish, the accent over the E in bebé is the difference between this and this. As you can see, I left some space in between the words. This is so that when we translate the words individually, they're a bit separate. And then once you run out of room on a line, just move down to the next line marked 2. So pretend I filmed me writing the rest of the text, or don't because that would be super boring. Anyway, we're done and we can start translating. Here are just a few of the translators I like using. I like to use more than one source for each translation that I do, and the sources I pick depend on the language I'm working with. Yes, Google Translate is on here. It's not the end of the world. This is why I use more than one source. So anyway, when you're translating your words individually, it's okay, it's actually really good if you can find several different translations for them. This will help you get a better understanding of the word itself and a better grasp of its original meaning. And remember, even though it's poetry, keep all punctuation the same because it'll help you understand the meaning and better interpret it later. And here's the backside. Okay, so on line 4, we can write actual coherent sentences in English. Yay! So this is kind of like a puzzle. You have to rearrange the words sometimes, pick the one that fits the best, and basically make meaning out of it. I know some people like to color code their translations, but I'm just doing it in a pen as opposed to a pencil so that it draws your attention more. But if you're into color coding, this is the perfect excuse to do so. And now some of you may be wondering, like, why shouldn't I just look up a translation of the song that's already done? And the reason why I do this word-by-word translation is that A, you make your own meaning out of it because you have to choose which words fit the best. B, you get to see the background and the different meanings and different connotations that each word can have, which I think is really helpful when interpreting the song. And C, it helps you get so familiar with a song. You write out the words, which helps with memorization, and you just spend all this time thinking about it, that you will be amazed by how much better you sing and how much better you perform the song once you've done your translation this way. Alright, so this is the final product, minus the IPA. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have any other tips for translating songs, and have a great day and happy translating!